Hey everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Our today's topic is Children's Day. Children's Day is celebrated across India to increase awareness about the right, education and mental health of children. This day is celebrated on 14th November of every year as a tribute to the birthday of our India's first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. But today we will be discussing about the sad reality of the children with context to their education, mental health and rights.
Children of this generation are more sensitive unlike the previous generations. The relaxation and freedom is visible. In olden times, the parents were in control of their whole rights and access as they were easily controllable like robots maybe. And still, this kind of toxic culture is passing by in this generation too. As a matter of fact, children must be advised and should be under the care of parents, but some freedom in their restrictions is a must. It is well known that a child's capability is only defined once freedom is rewarded. Generally, children are valued on the marks they obtain from school, and that is worst of the Indian culture.
Cute little kids with creative minds are neatly packed in uniforms and sent to schools in the hope that they will come out as better polished and educated human beings. But what happens? After years of training and factory-like treatment, the kids come out as zombies. Their original thinking is killed in a systematic manner. Their creativity and critical thinking are killed in a systematic manner. They do not have any hunger for real knowledge and information. They are useless, they are depressed, they are dead from inside. These zombies are unskilled and unable to acquire new skills. The education system has made sure that they remain talentless.
A study attributed to Harvard University found that when a person gets a job, 85% of their time goes to their attitude and only 50% of time goes to how smart they are and how many facts and figures they know. Surprisingly, almost 100% of our education dollars go to teach facts and figures, which account for only 15% of success in work. The way we all forced our children to spend a whole night for a six-figure salary, and apparently we came to know that these books are not the only solution. Our education system is far back comparing it to the global level.
The movie Nag has a scene in which a student tries to get into a bus, gets into a tussle with a driver instead, and is thrown out of the bus. Chaos erupts, people fight, workers are burned, student lies on the ground. I missed chaos, missing his crucial exam and ultimately wasting his entire year. It is the beginning of 2021, and this scene from Nag aptly captures the metaphorical condition of the Indian students in present-day India. Absolutely no one gives a damn about Indian students. 1.5 crore people applied for close to 90,000 railway jobs in 2018. 93,000 candidates applied for the post of peons in Uttar Pradesh. 3,700 out of them were PhD holders and 50,000 out of them were graduates. Fun fact, the peon job required people who had only passed standard 5th. 80% of Indian engineers are unemployable and only 3.84% have the skills required for software related jobs in startups.
In our education system, every student will be taught the same thing, the same syllabus, without looking for his or her capability or creativity. Every piece of education which sits with the idea of memorizing everything should be eliminated because information is a commodity that sits on your phone, lap, or any device. The curriculum should recognize that they are pushing down our employees and students' hopes and aspirations. Our education is 9 out of 10 times outdated at best. Sports, art, and such things are not just for spending our leisure time. Everything we see today has a career opportunity. There are millionaires and successful people in these fields. After 34 years of patience and hard work, India is globally ranked as the 32nd country for its education system with a population of 1.4 billion. For a better future, the new education policy 2020 is finally here. But due to COVID, it still takes time for change. Let's all hope for the best.
Each and every parent must attend webinars based on parenting. what the culture taught you is not the proper way after all. And parents must find wellness programs for their children's well-being at any cost. It can be like irrespective of culture or tradition. Parents must give their children of both sexes equal privileges in most of aspects of life. Which it comes to cooking or cleaning, it should give a matter of respect to that duty as it's a part of daily life skill or survival skill. The comparison culture is a must which should be eliminated. Children's minds are trained in a way to feel jealous of their partner for earning more money and being successful.
From the beginning of the COVID period, we all know how children are being very stressful. Even at many areas, we all are being bombarded by huge anxiety. Well, it's not just because of not handling an online exam, a relationship, but the addiction especially. We all children seek solution for such problems from the internet or from any online wellness programs. But who knows which is precisely the best one? All kind of addiction, unhealthy habits should be recognized by the parents and should have a healthy talk with their children for their better future.
Parents are the best thing that has happened to us. Apparently, they are not the persons where we confront our worries, doubts, and curiosities. They should be our counselors, advisors, and moreover, our innate friends. Most of the times, when we have issues, we seek the help of our friends, and it may result in worse conditions. And also, parents should leave their so-called idea of disciplining children and let there be mutual love and respect between each of them, and let respect and love flourish.
So let's hope for a better future. Let's celebrate this day with happiness and enjoy our childhood. Since we are the future leaders of India, let's collaborate to perform our responsibility of making a beautiful society and a better nation. Thank you everyone for your valuable time. Thank you.